Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video, we're going to be going through the updated Battle Drills boss teams using one of them using Marcille. And she's doing pretty well as a damage dealer for this content. Now this infographic was shared in the Battle Drills archive. I'll leave a link to their Discord in the description of this video, and the infographic was made by Odie as always. So this is against the Grim Executioner boss, which is the current Battle Drills we have. So the overall top performing team is going to be a Shemira LB Team. Hugo in front of Shemira, Rowan behind the Shemira, Pinkton on the right, Bluetron on the left, only Shemira on the Stellar Bond, and Tessio to be further providing that Spirit Mark buff onto Shemira, and Sinbad in the upper left with the Aerostorm spell. This is by far and beyond the top performing team for Battle Drills, and nothing really comes close to it, showing you how good Shemira is for like this pre-endless level of bosses, which is basically what Battle Drills is. So this is overall a very good team. They can hit over even 85 billion damage I've hit with a maxed out account and with the Aerostorm spell. Now for Team 2, the best Team 2 now is going to be using Marcille rather than Zanie. Now, of course, if you maybe don't have Baelran built, or if you don't have Marcille built yet, Zanie team is still very good and very solid. But if you see the score difference here, the Marcille team is going to be slightly better. So the Marcille team will have Rainier in front of Marcille, Real Frester in front of Faramore, Illusion upper right. You have Elucia in front of Baelran, and this is going to be with the Aerostorm spell. I ran this team, I got 60 billion damage, and it was even before the boss dropped below 50% health. All of these teams are going to ramp up in damage a bit when the boss drops below 50% health, because there was Rainier Charms onto Marcille going to boost it down. So for me, Marcille hit over 20 billion damage of her own, which is basically like rivaling the Faramore damage in the team, which is pretty nice. And for the Team 2, this is a Zanie team if you want to run it. Maybe you don't have Marcille or Baelran, or you're running Baelran in Team 3. So then this is a Zanie team, the two turrets up front, Rainier in front of Zanie, Ravion in front of Faramore, and then Valar in front of Snowstomper buff, Spirit Mark onto Zanie with the Aerostorm spell. This is still a solid team, very good scoring as well. Then Team 3, so the top Team 3 team is going to be using Shadewing. Shadewing is also one of those heroes, kind of like Marcille, who are making their way into the top Battle Drills team, or the second or third best Battle Drills teams, because he just deals really high magic damage output. We've even seen him in Homestead Invasions doing really well, even in the boss team for that. So I'm just hoping or waiting, maybe Shadewing and Marcille will have some usage in upcoming content, PvE content, but you guys see it, that basically Shemira is far and beyond all of the other teams, and this is really why Shemira is the queen of AFK Journey and the queen of Dream Realm, because in Dream Realm you just want your one best damage dealer. You don't want to be running second best teams, third best teams, so that's basically the thing. Anyway, this is the set of Team 3 teams. Shadewing team is the best. Lone Gaze in front of Shadewing, also Odie on the right to synergize with Shadewing for that continuous damage. You have Coco to give the charms on the Shadewing, and Cooler in front of Nazric. Nazric also making it, like, obviously he's good for boss content as well. So this is a very overall interesting team. Kulu is going to be the best in this slot if she's Mythic Plus or above, because that will give basically that further damage boost onto the enemy target. If you do not have Kulu Mythic Plus, you can either run Kulu 1 copy or you can run Mihira 1 copy. Yeah, you would have to do some experimentation. Maybe Thorin would be even better, because like you're seeing here, 60 billion damage with Thorin. So maybe Thorin would be better here if you only have 1 copy of Kulu and Mihira, or you can run 1 copy of them. Okay, then on Team 3, this is the alternative teams, basically if you don't have Shadewing. If you don't have Shadewing, you can run the Baelran team, but then you will not run Baelran here. If you're going to run Baelran here, that's fine, you can just run the Team 3 here. The damage difference between these two different Team 3s is not that different. But let's just cover the Baelran team first. So the Baelran team is going to be Lone Gaze in front of Baelran, Odie to the right, Baelran in front of Coco, and then Thorin in front of Nazric with the Aerostorm spell. Now again, if you have, like, because this is the more budget team, I think they just put Thorin here directly, but if you have Kulu or Mihira, you can use them in place of Thorin, and it might be better. But yeah, that's basically just this final slot on the team is basically just to increase the damage the boss receives, and Thorin has a Soul Plunder debuff for that. Mihira and Kulu, they have their charms this season, which will provide that basically damage amplification onto the boss target. But if you have Mythic Plus or above Kulu, she's definitely the best, because she's going to provide that a further from her Mythic Plus skill, a further 10% I think bonus damage from the explosive debuff. Anyway, Team 3 is the most free-to-play friendly. This is going to be Granny in front of Odie, Odie in front of Faye, Parissa to the right, and then Brian in the far right. And because Brian and Parissa, and even Odie, they all have pretty good damage output for battle drills. And then finally, it is going to be Soul Stomper providing the Spirit Mark onto Odie with the Aerostorm spell. So these are the Team 3 sets, and that is basically going to be it. Like charms and refining charms on your key damage dealer carry, like Shemira, for example, or Marcille, Faramore, or Zanie. Or Shadewing, yeah. And then the credits for this goes to J-Bar, Oipik, Ashu, Salty Noodles, Sonji, the Tooth Fairy, and Jex. So that is basically going to be it, guys, for the top, like, updated Battle Drills teams for probably the rest of this Battle Drills. And obviously, this is also interesting because we can get kind of like a ranking of the damage dealers. Shemira is number 1. Marcille and Shadewing are kind of number 2 in terms of boss content because they're not going to be rivaling Shemira's damage or getting close. Nazarick, though, always a good sub DPS and buffer. So anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about this. If there's any other team that worked for you, feel free to share that in the comment section as well. And if you guys are not already remember my AFK Journey Discord server, please join that. There is a link to that in the description of this video. And also, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. There is a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.